Hello and welcome back. If you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. Button is down there. How are you doing? Today we are going to be talking all about Instagram comment pods. Now I've been part of quite a few, well no, not quite a few, but I've been part of 3 comment pods, and I only really discovered them in the last year or so, and I'm aware that a lot of people don't still know about them, and there's loads of people who are just confused by them all. So quick rundown. You can join comment pods by taking part in various Facebook groups. There are Instagram groups on there. Go and just type in Instagram and you will get a number of groups. In these groups you will have people, basically there is all about, they will post what they want their group to be about or the pod to be about, and then people will say yes I want to join and drop their link, etc., and they will do it that way. And that is generally how the Instagram pods are managed at the minute. They're all very self-managing. To be part of an Instagram comment pod, every time somebody posts a picture you have to go on there and like it and comment on it. There are different grades of Instagram comment pods ranking from A through to C, and you've even got A+, etc. So depending, for example, an A+ kind of group would be as soon as somebody posts you have to like and comment immediately. And then you have, as it graduates down, you have somebody posts, and whenever you come online you see it, you will comment and like that way. So it's more of a natural kind of reaction rather than, oh my goodness, I have to comment now. So there is a ranking system to comment pods. So yeah, I've been part of a few and I'm no longer part of a few, so I thought I would give you my pros and cons to the comment pods, and you can decide for yourself whether they are for you. So the first one, you get loads of comments on your pictures. Yes, you definitely do get an increase in comments on your pictures. Wonderful. Con, a lot of the comments may often seem fake and forced and sometimes not as valuable as you would initially think. So if somebody just leaves hearts, for example, that's not really going to help push your engagement up, and noisy car going past, that's not really going to push your Instagram up much further, because Instagram's algorithms doesn't really feed off that. It's looking for at least 3 words. So if it's looking at 3-word minimum, lots of hearts and emojis isn't really going to do you any favors. So bit of a con there, and for me it always felt a wee bit fake, because some of the comments, people may just not have liked every picture I posted. That's entirely normal. I don't like every picture people post, but sometimes it felt very fake, where it was almost like it was an automated message. And at one point I did ask somebody, like, are you just automating these because your last 3 comments are the same? And that to me was like, you're not even putting in the effort. And I always made an effort when I was in the comment pods. I would sort of look at the picture, I'd read through the description, and I would have a wee think before I just put a comment in. I would try to make it valuable, and not everybody would always put in the same effort. So that was a wee bit frustrating and a bit fake and a bit meh, not really my kind of cup of tea. The second is that you have an increase in engagement overall. So you will get other people starting to comment, and you do get other people commenting once you know, a few people have already commented. However, even when I don't have these people commenting, I still have people commenting anyway. You know, even though I'm not part of comment pods anymore, I still have people commenting on my pictures, and that was naturally growing anyway. So I'm not sure that the comment pods really boosted that very much. They probably did have a certain impact, but not as massive as I was led to believe, and I was part of these for a few months. And the issue with engagement like this was that because I was part of a few different comment pods, I found that anytime I was on Instagram, it was to make sure I was commenting on their photos. So then I didn't have as much time to look at my own feed and to see what people were feeding in and what was coming through, etc. And due to Instagram's algorithms, it massively swung my feed towards these type of pictures, and then I was missing other pictures that I would have really enjoyed as well. So that's something to think about and to be aware of, that if you are naturally growing your Instagram and you're growing your tribe, so to speak, you may lose a part of that because you're part of these comment pods and you're focusing more on those than you are on stuff you would naturally, you know, swing towards. So the third pro is that you will gain more followers, and this is definitely true for a certain amount of people. A lot of people also engage the comment pods with another method called follow unfollow. You have no doubt seen this if you're on any form of social media like Twitter or Instagram, where people will follow just so you will look at their account and have a look at their feed, and you will either follow and, you know, enjoy their feed, or you follow back because you feel that you should because they've followed you. But you don't necessarily have to, by the way. But it is people just basically putting their feed in front of your face so you can have a look. It's very much a numbers game for them and business based. It is nothing personal, and Instagram has that business and personal aspect, and some people get really annoyed by the follow and follow. To me it is a wee bit crass, but it's fine, let them at it, you know. It doesn't bother me. I don't naturally follow every account that follows me because I will only follow accounts that appeal to me. So you may gain a certain amount of followers because your engagement might be that bit higher, and you might start featuring in the top 9 square for that particular hashtag that you're using, but you may also not. So mine grew to a certain extent and then it plateaued again. I always grow, plateau. So that's fine. I haven't really changed the natural order of things for my particular account. So overall, stepping back and why I stepped back, I always felt it was a wee bit fake, and as I mentioned, I was always spending more time commenting on the Instagram comment pod people because there's maybe between 10 and 15 people in each pod. So I spent more time on their accounts than I did on accounts that I really wanted to engage with. So that for me was really frustrating, and I just didn't have the time, and it started to feel very negative for me every time I went on Instagram, and I just was not, it was not a happy place for me anymore. So that was really frustrating. And again, it also felt very fake. I was engaging with accounts that I naturally wouldn't have, so that they were all sort of carbon copies, or they were always reposting similar images, or they've taken this picture and then they've retweaked it and taken it again and again, and it's all slightly different. And to me that was just not my cup of tea. I'm more a fan of unique images and things that are brightening my day or catch my eye, or something that is a wee bit different. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know my Instagram account isn't all beauty stuff, and it's a wee bit different to, you know, it's an extension of my brand, so to speak, but it is definitely not a bog standard carbon copy sort of. Well, I hope it's not, I try not to be, but it always felt for me a wee bit fake because I was having to comment on people's pictures that I wouldn't have commented on normally, and it always felt really plastic when I had to really think of something to say. I was like, you have posted this picture by 3 or 4 different ways, and it's the same one, you just put it in like 4 or 5 days later and again and again. I'm like, what am I going to say new about this picture? And that was really frustrating. I'm just like, come on, put some effort in, people. And I just got really frustrated with that kind of behavior, and I got really frustrated with just not having the time to engage in the accounts that I wanted to. So I stepped all the way back. The result of that has been no impact at all. I haven't noticed any difference. Well, that's a lie. I maybe have less amount of comments, but I also do have a lot of comments on a regular basis. It depends on the picture, and that's entirely normal. That's very natural. So to me, that's much more true to form, and I am much happier about that. If I'm worried about hitting the top 9, excuse me, the top 9, so if you have a hashtag and you click on that hashtag, it'll take you through and you'll see the top 9 pictures. I still hit that for quite a few of my hashtags, so I've been hitting that all by myself. Comment pods haven't changed that, and that is just because maybe I'm focusing more on the pictures that I take and how I edit them and how I'm producing them, so it hasn't changed anything with that. I'm in a period as well where my followers are starting to go up again. That's entirely normal, it's fine. I actually have loads of time now to engage with the people I want to, and it's really good, and I'm so much more happy about that. So for me, it's back to being a happy place, and I'm posting images I want to. I've also sort of stepped back from, I did have a nice theme going on where it would be selfie or makeup related, and then items, and then, you know, life thing, and that was a nice routine, or, you know, that I had going, so that when you looked at my Instagram feed it was all nicely uniform and really clean and everything. But for the last few weeks I've just given myself free rein because I needed to excise all this negative everything, and I just wanted to sort of clean break and just to go a bit freeform. I blame my photography course. I'm going through a photography course and I'm about to do the master version, and it's given my brain lots of space to breathe. But that is it, that is the overall. If you're just all about the numbers, this will work really well for you. If you're more about growing your tribe and growing engagement in a more natural, organic way, because in the long run, you want people that are engaged all of the time. And to be honest, I'm getting to a point where I'm kind of growing weary of all the carbon copy Instagrams and everything. So for me, it doesn't work, and I don't feel like it would work well for me on a long-term basis. However, don't take this as a negative against you if you're using it. If it's working for you, fantastic, keep at it. And if you're happy and it's only just a numbers thing and you're all about, well, I just want to go out for business, I don't care, grand, have at it. Go for gold, that's grand. For me, it's not for me. For me, it's not for me. Anyway, that's the whole crack. If you've any questions, let me know down below. And if you've used pods in the past, let me know. If you're interested in them, as always, let me know. So that's the whole crack. I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks a million for watching. Bye!